Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the episode 3 of Affair, where things heat up between Plang and Wanwiwa. Let's get right into it. So, episode 3 kicks off when Plang heard Wanwiwa's harsh words. "I hate you," she fought to keep her composure. But once alone in her room, the hurt hit her like a tidal wave. The sting of those words, spoken by her only friend, pierced deep into her soul. To escape the pain, Plang turned to her old comforts, music and a long, soothing bath. She sank into the bathtub, her tears mixing with the water, her heart breaking with every recollection of Wanwiwa's hurtful words. She had never imagined such cruelty from Wanwiwa, who had always been a beacon of kindness and warmth. Trying to shield their frail friendship, Plang pushed Wanwiwa away. Fearing that her own turmoil would ruin everything, her overthinking led to a painful separation. She thought it might be better if Wanwiwa never knew the extent of her pain. At that moment, Plang's mother asked Wanwiwa to call Plang to help prepare food. Meanwhile, Plang slowly sank deeper into the water, wanting to forget everything. She needed to maintain her distance before her thoughts went any further. When Wanwiwa went to Plang's room and she saw water trickling out from beneath the bathroom door, her heart raced with fear. Her frantic calls for Plang went unanswered, amplifying her terror. As Plang's mother arrived and collapsed from a heart attack, panic surged through Wanwiwa. Desperate to save both Plang and Plang's mother, she rushed to unlock the bathroom door with the key her mother had given her. Inside, she found the floor submerged in water. Grabbing a towel, she pulled Plang from the bathtub, tears of fear and desperation streaming down her face as she cradled Plang's unconscious form. When Plang's eyes finally fluttered open, she felt a sharp pain at the back of her head and saw Wanwiwa sitting beside her, eyes swollen from crying. Wanwiwa gently wiped her tears, her voice trembling as she asked why Plang always managed to worry everyone so much. She revealed that everyone had been scared stiff, fearing Plang might not wake up. Plang, confused and disoriented, struggled to piece together how she ended up fully clothed in the bathtub. Wanwiwa, trying to compose herself, suggested they inform everyone that Plang had awakened, but Plang asked for a moment to talk with her alone. Wanwiwa, still sobbing, was comforted by Plang, who teasingly asked, "Are you worried about me? Didn't you say you hated me?" Wanwiwa's sobs grew louder as she confessed, "I was devastated thinking you might not wake up. I kept replaying those awful words I said to you." Plang, attempting to lighten the mood despite her own heartbreak, interjected, "You mean when you said you hated me?" Wanwiwa's grief deepened as she retorted, "If you had to die, couldn't you have done it when I didn't care about you anymore?" Plang, moved by Wanwiwa's anguish, pulled her into a tender embrace. "I'm not dead yet. I woke up just to argue with you, didn't I?" Wanwiwa's eyes, still red from crying, asked, "Why don't we make up instead of fighting? Why wake up just to argue?" Plang, her heart aching to mend their bond, said, "Go ahead and hate me. No matter how much you do, I'll still love you." Wanwiwa's eyes widened, her face flushing with a mix of surprise and relief as she confessed, "I love you too." Plang's heart pounded with a newfound intensity at Wanwiwa's declaration. Their shared emotions transformed everything. As Wanwiwa hugged Plang tightly, tears of joy flowing freely, Plang felt an overwhelming urge to be even closer. Just as they were about to kiss, a sudden knock on the door jolted them back to reality. Plang's mother and Aunt Vi burst in, insisting on taking Plang to the hospital. Although Plang's injuries were minor, the whole ordeal felt like a drain on their lives. Back home, Plang's mother, still consumed with worry, asked Wanwiwa to stay the night with Plang. Wanwiwa agreed, providing much-needed comfort to both Plang's mother and Plang. Once alone, Plang and Wanwiwa's proximity changed the atmosphere between them. Plang invited Wanwiwa to share her bed. As they lay close together, Wanwiwa offered, "If you need warmth, I can hold you so you don't pass out in a hot bath again." Plang's heart raced at her words. When Wanwiwa asked, "Between warm water and me, which do you prefer?" Plang replied, "I prefer you more than warm water." Wanwiwa playfully asked, "More than what exactly?" Plang, caught off guard, fell silent, unsure of how to respond. As Plang's feelings for Wanwiwa grew stronger, she tried to divert her friend's attention to someone else, hoping it would lessen her own emotions. Wanwiwa, seeing through Plang's actions, chose to remain silent, promising to stay single as long as Plang was in her life. Wanwiwa's simple wish was to share her daily life with Plang. When Plang saw Wan pretending to sleep, she playfully kissed her. Wan, fully aware, allowed the kiss in the dark. Realizing her own feelings for Wan, Plang attempted to set Wan up with Ek. Thinking it would be the best solution to lessen her own feelings for Wan, she arranged for Ek to meet Wan at the mall. Ek, who hadn't yet shared his good news with Wan, used the opportunity to celebrate with her, revealing that he had been accepted into the university's business administration program. Ek tried to get to know Won better, but as soon as Flang left them alone, Won sensed that Flang wasn't pleased with her spending time with Ek, but was forcing herself to act as if it didn't bother her. When Won realized that Flang was hiding her jealousy, she pulled Flang aside, deciding to make things clear. Won told Flang, "If you keep being stubborn like this, I'll shout to let you know that I love you." Flang, challenging her, dared Won to do it. Just as Won began to shout, "I love you," Flang quickly covered her mouth in the middle of the mall. Both were embarrassed, but Flang finally admitted that Won was serious about her love and wasn't ashamed to show it. That night, Won once again asked to stay over. For days, Flang had been grappling with an unsettling sensation. Whenever she was near Won, her emotions were becoming increasingly intense, and she found herself struggling with a surge of guilt and longing. One day, she attempted to kiss Won on the cheek, but couldn't bear to meet her gaze afterward. The feelings she had for Won seemed forbidden, and Flang feared that if Won discovered her true emotions, it could jeopardize their bond. During a recent shopping trip with her mother, Flang bought some new lingerie, and she was eager to gift Won something fresh and special. When Won came over to stay, as she often did because of how much she enjoyed Flang's cozy bed and pleasant dreams, she noticed the new bra. Curious, Won asked, "Is this for me?" Flang picked it up and replied, "Yes, I bought it for you. I saw you wearing my old one and thought you deserved something new." Won, however, responded warmly, "I actually like everything that's yours. I don't think it's wasteful at all. I appreciate it." Flang insisted, "It's my money. I used the prize money I earned, not my mother's funds. Please take it. You deserve it." Won then playfully said, "Since you bought it for me, help me try it on." She removed her shirt and asked Flang to help her switch bras. Later that night, while they lay in bed, the unfamiliar sounds Won made while showering stirred a whirlwind of emotions in Flang. Unable to resist, Flang leaned in, their faces nearly touching like a cat poised to pounce. Won lowered her head, and their lips were almost about to meet when a sudden, loud noise erupted from outside. It was gunfire from Flang's father that interrupted the moment. The sound reverberated through the house, startling both Flang and Won. They rushed downstairs to find a horrific scene. Flang's father slumped in a chair, covered in blood, and her mother collapsed on the floor, her strength gone and her cries of despair filling the air. Flang saw her mother's lips turn blue as she passed away from a heart attack. In that instant, Flang lost both her parents, her father to the violence of bankruptcy and her mother to overwhelming grief. In the following days, Flang was engulfed in a profound silence, overwhelmed by trauma. Her once comfortable life had crumbled. Their home was seized, and their belongings were auctioned off. Flang was left with little more than a few clothes and her guitar. Unable to take the piano she had cherished, now destitute and without family, she had to move in with Won's family into a small rented house, where she shared a room with Won. Despite Won's attempts to console her, telling her to stay strong and that time would heal, Flang's grief led her to lash out. Won bore Flang's harshness without complaint, continually offering support and reminding her that she was not alone. Won's presence was a small comfort in Flang's world of loss. Returning to school for the first time after a long break, Flang faced her peers' sympathetic glances and whispered gossip. The pitying looks and gossip about her fall from grace only deepened her shame. Standing beside her, Won sensed Flang's distress. Hearing from friends that Won had been crying daily over her, Flang apologized for her earlier outbursts. Won reassured her, understanding her pain, and they both shared tears. Flang confessed her love to Won, revealing that Won was the only person she had left and begging her to stop crying. This heartfelt confession seemed to bring an end to Won's tears, and Won admitted her love for Flang as well. This exchange offered Flang a glimmer of solace. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.